Hello Rogues, welcome to Rogue Report. This is the 5th episode of Hello Rogues, and this one I'm just basically going to be talking about the, Rogue Company comp scene in Ranked. First I'm going to cover like 3v3 and give my thoughts on that. So, Ranked, used to be 4v4, as many people know, obviously. But, Ranked used to be 4v4, now they made it to 3v3. I've heard a lot of mixed opinions about this. Like, okay, so what brought about this change is basically Rome DMV ran a tournament, and a bunch of people tried it, and they're like, oh, we actually like this. 3v3 works well and flows well with the game. And so, I guess Rome DMV kind of just passed along that feedback, and it turns out like a lot of people also really liked it. And it was literally 50-50 when Scott Gandhi put out a post. Like, on the dot, 50-50. Like, half the people didn't want it to come, the other half, did want this change to come to the game. I'm not for it, nor am I against it. I kinda am okay with going with Rogue Company however the community feels, because typically how the community feels is how I feel on, big changes. But I'm always like, I want to at least give it a try before I knock it down, And 3v3, after people have tried it, I'd say that it's more like 3/4 of the community likes it now, because like people have tried it. They're like, okay, well this actually may not be that bad. And then obviously there's probably like a fourth that still wants it reverted. Again, I'm not sure 100% on that. I haven't done a poll or anything, but I think it's been well received by the community, and honestly, I like it too. So they removed King of the Hill from Ranked, so they're not going to be having King of the Hill in Ranked anymore. Yeah, obviously we saw that a while back. So they removed it from Ranked. But they're experimenting with a lot of changes. So in the news article that I'm looking at right now, the Covert Ops changes coming to Ranked Play. It's in the news section of the Rogue Company website. And you just talk about changes to Ranked. So what are the benefits of 3v3? Well, really less matchmaking time and less needed to carry, 3v3, you don't really see that many 3v3 competitive games. Obviously there's like Apex, and Apex has, but it's 3v3v3v3v3 and so on and so forth, because there's like 60 players. But like a 3v3 game, like there's not very many. I can't think of one off the top of my head that's a 3v3 game. And from what I've seen, it's working in Ranked, and a lot of people are liking it. Again, it could be reverted later on. I don't care either way. I don't really play Ranked because there's a long way it needs to go, but Ranked is getting better. They're making changes to Ranked. They're experimenting with it. And again, all these changes are experimental. So give your feedback on things that you want changed in Rogue Company, because recently they have been listening to feedback, like a lot. They're being a lot more transparent. They're listening to a lot more feedback, and I love that. That's what we need. That's what's going to help Rogue Company in the long run. It's at the end of the Rogue Company blog post that really piques my interest. So, we truly appreciate your patience and feedback, and we can't wait to share a few of the systems we've been working on, such as Draft Pick, which will come later this year. So there's going to be Draft Pick in Rogue Company. So basically a Draft Pick is I believe this is how it works. I tried looking up how Draft Pick works exactly, but I couldn't find anything really solid. So basically what Draft Pick is I believe, I'm not 100% on this, but I believe it's one person picks a rogue, the other person picks another rogue to counter that rogue, or like so on and so forth. Like that's kind of how it works. So I believe this will just be for Ranked, but this will change how Ranked plays a whole lot. Because you have bans, and then you have, like, a draft pick. So, like, I don't know exactly how bans will correlate with draft pick. Like, maybe it's, you know, 1 pick, 1 ban, 1 pick, 1 ban. Like, maybe something like that. I'm not exactly sure. But draft pick is basically, you know, one team picks a rogue, the other team picks, and so there you can, like, counter certain rogues. So you kind of like, you know, one by one, you can tell, like, the team comps are shaping up, and so you can kind of pick to counter certain rogues, and obviously bans are going to come in place for that. But basically, this will change how ranked works a lot. This will be a lot of strategy in your picks now. So it's now not just like, oh, I'm gonna pick this rogue and hope that it counters another rogue. No, you're gonna know what the enemy team's gonna have, and they're gonna know what you have. So you need to counter. First, you need to counter other rogues, but you also need to counter counters for your rogues, and so it adds a lot of counterplay, and that's where Rogue Company is gonna get competitive. Of course, there's a long way we need to go before we have a fully fleshed out rank system, but we're getting there. Of course, the point system needs to be reworked a little bit to be a little bit more accurate and just be like, it just makes more sense, you know, make it not just like win or lose, but more based on, you know, personal performance in your games so that it's a fairer experience. Of course, it should matter whether you win or lose the game, but it shouldn't punish you as harsh if you're top fragging the game, you know? But it really just all depends, you know, what they want to do with ranked. Another thing that Rogue Company needs is better ranked rewards. But once they, you know, rework the point system and get better ranked rewards, we can really see a solid rank system coming out, and a rank system that I would enjoy playing. I think what we need first is better ranked rewards and leaderboards. And once we get there, we can really see ranked, you know, pro play ranked be really fleshed out. Because ranked, okay, so in Overwatch ranked, that's what's keeping this game alive. People want to see competitive ranked play. Because competitive ranked play really keeps the game alive, you know, that competitiveness. Like, if you watch Overwatch streams, they're pretty much, most of the big streams are playing ranked. Because it's interesting to see just the competitiveness, because ranked Overwatch is really good. There's top 500, you watch your top 500 players play, and it's just interesting. And that's what you can do with Rogue Company, and you're going to get more viewers on Twitch. The Twitch audience is going to grow because people want to see good play. If you have like a top 500 leaderboard, you're going to have more players grinding ranked, and also more people watching those players grinding ranked, because the top 500 players, people are going to want to watch those top 500 players. They're going to want to see how they play, and how they play, they can learn to implement those, you know, gameplay strategies to rank up themselves, and that's what's keeping Overwatch alive at the moment. So if you get ranked really good, that's how you keep a game alive. And that's what's really going to need to happen here. Also, I'm just going to briefly touch on this, but the Rogue Company Championship Series, Roam DMV put out a full video explaining all of it, but we do have a lot of information on how the Rogue Company Championship Series is going to go. And so, I'll also give my thoughts on what they should add, and it's only one thing, really. There's one thing that I want them to add. I'll talk about it in a little bit. So, basically, the Rogue Company Championship Series is going to have different series. Like, there's going to be a spring series and then a summer series. So the spring demolition series is going to be 3v3, and then at the end of the spring series, the top teams are going to compete in a LAN. What a LAN is, it's an in-person tournament. What we've basically seen with the Year 2 or the high-risk showcase for Rogue Company, there was a LAN. But this is going to be the top players competing to get there. So it's not going to be invitational, but the teams are going to have to work their way up the brackets, and the top teams are going to make it to LAN and fight for the victory. And that's going to make it really, really interesting. There's also going to be a summer series The format is to be determined. We do not know when the summer series, what format summer series could be. It could be Strikeout, it could be King of the Hill. It could be 3v3, 4v4, 5v5, 2v2. We don't know. And then there's going to be the summer series LAN after that's completed. And then we're also going to have a fall series. So we're gonna have a fall series. It does not say a fall LAN on the schedule or the roadmap. So, but there will likely be a LAN, but the LAN might be on the year 3 high-risk showcase. That's my thoughts on it. So we'll have to see. It could be a really good competitive series that can keep the game alive, because people want to watch players play competitive, and I do too. And this is going to keep players interested, keep players grinding. But we also need, the casual competitive players that, don't want to travel. Because, okay, by the way, anywhere in the world, you can live anywhere in the world, as long as you have your passport and you can, verify your passport and everything like that, you can take part in that LAN. So if you live in Europe, if you live in Africa, if you live in Asia, if you live in Australia, if you live in Antarctica, which, if you live in Antarctica, okay. I don't know anyone who lives in Antarctica, but there's gotta be some people who live in Antarctica, probably, right? I don't know. But if you're good at Rogue Company, you live in Antarctica, you can compete in it too. And I believe that that all expenses will be paid, so like flights, hotels for the LAN, that will be paid. And of course there's some prize money. Of course it's not like $1 million tournament, but I believe it's a $10,000 tournament. So there is going to be some prize money for the winners, but most people are going to be doing this not for the money, but just to get their name out there for the bigger Rogue Company tournaments, that if this game takes off, we can see $1 million tournaments taking place. But we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves here. Of course, that probably won't happen anytime soon, but we might get there eventually. So there's not a format for the summer and fall series, so any feedback that you guys give from the Spring Demolition series, which, by the way, from April 23rd to May 14th, is going to be like the, the qualifiers before LAN, and I believe those will be online, so that's not going to be a LAN. But then June 3rd, 4th, and 5th is going to be the LAN tournament, and we can expect to see high competition from the best teams. Same with, the summer one, the summer series. It's going to be June 25th to July 3rd, or not 3rd, July 30th, and then 19, 20, and 21, we're going to have the LAN. Fall, it's going to be September through November, no specific dates then, because that's a little bit farther off, but we should expect to see a LAN for that yet. But, of course, they'll work it out as it goes along. I do not know if this is going to be run by CMG. I don't think it's going to be run by CMG. I think their contract is out, and I think they're either going to be working on their own tournament agency thing, or like have their own tournament managing. What is it? Tournament managing. I don't know what to call it. I know the word's going to come back to me. I'm going to be editing it. I'm going to be like, I knew the word to that. I don't remember right now. But basically, there's a, probably like, a group of people, what is it? Team. The word is team. How did I forget the word team? I came up with a group of people, but I could not remember the word team. Oh my goodness. A group of people working on tournaments, basically. I cannot think what it's called, but whatever. But yeah, that's the Rogue Company Championship Series. I'm excited for this. I'm going to be watching it. This is going to probably also revive the Twitch numbers. People are going to be tuning in to watch this. And it's going to generate hype, something that Rogue Company has been needing. So hopefully we can get the improvements to ranked we need. Ranked rewards, ranked leaderboards, and ranked point fixes, you know, like just a more accurate point system where you also get benefit based on your individual performance. But there's still a long way to go. We're still in beta, so ranked isn't completely finished yet. You know, there's still a ways to go. The Rogue Company Championship Series is looking good, and I am excited for this. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this. If you guys have any topics that you want me to speak on, if there's, you know, there's no, like, you know, big news topic that I can do a long 15 to 20 minute video on, I usually take a topic suggested from the comment section. I do this every week at 12 p.m. I know now it is 12 p.m. Central Standard Time every Saturday. So you can expect a new episode at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time every Saturday. So if you guys have any topics you want to hear me speak on, you know, if there's not another, you know, like a big thing of news that I can do a 20-minute video on, I'll probably do it on that. So please leave your topics in the comments. Try and make them something that I can do a long episode on, because I do like to have these long discussions, and I do really enjoy doing them. So if you have any topics for me, please leave them in the comments, and thank you guys for watching, Rogues. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.